Feel your body settling into the surface beneath you now. The weight of your limbs is increasing with each passing moment. Your arms are growing heavier. Your legs are sinking deeper into relaxation. Gravity is pulling you downward gently, but insistently. There is no need to resist this pull. Let yourself be drawn into deeper and deeper states of calm. Your breathing is slowing naturally. Each inhale brings a sense of warmth spreading through your chest. Each exhale carries away any remaining tension in your shoulders. The air around you feels thick and nourishing. You are breathing in pure tranquility. Notice how your heartbeat has begun to match the rhythm of the universe. Slow, steady, peaceful. This is your natural state. The stress and noise of everyday life are fading away. Like mist evaporating under gentle sunlight, they dissolve completely, leaving only stillness behind. Your mind is becoming quieter. Thoughts drift by like clouds in a clear sky. You observe them without attachment, without judgment. They simply pass through your awareness and fade into nothingness. Your eyelids are growing heavy, so very heavy. They flutter once, twice, and then settle completely, closing off the world of sight. But other senses are awakening. You can feel the subtle vibrations in the ground beneath you. They resonate through your entire being, harmonizing with your inner frequency. At exactly 432 Hertz. This is the frequency of healing, of deep restoration, of perfect balance. It flows through you like a river of light, washing away anything that does not serve your highest good. Your body temperature is dropping slightly, not uncomfortably, but in a way that signals complete safety. Your muscles are releasing their grip on tension. One by one, fiber by fiber, cell by cell, you are melting into pure relaxation. Time seems to slow down. There is no rush, no urgency, only the eternal now, where everything is exactly as it should be. Your consciousness is expanding outward, beyond the boundaries of your physical form, beyond the limits of your usual perception. you are becoming aware of something vast, something ancient, something infinitely loving. And now, as you sink deeper into this state of absolute peace, you begin to sense the presence of the crystalline grove. It calls to you softly. Feel the surface beneath you changing texture. From soft earth to smooth glass, cooled magma that still holds the memory of fire, but now transformed into something cool, something solid, something perfectly stable. Your body is lying on this crystalline surface, and it supports you completely. Every contour of your form is cradled. Every need is met. You are safe here, completely and utterly safe. The air around you carries a new quality, a taste that is both metallic and sweet, like stardust dissolving on your tongue. You breathe it in deeply and feel it nourish every cell of your being. Your lungs expand fully, then release completely. There is no effort required, only natural flow, like waves returning to shore. Above you, light begins to move differently. It pours down like liquid gold from constellations you cannot see, but you know they are there because you can feel their warmth, their love, their infinite patience. The light pools at the edges of your perception, creating boundaries that are not walls, but gentle containers for your experience. You are held within a cocoon of golden light, warm, protective, infinitely caring. This is your sanctuary. Here, in this crystalline grove, suspended within the aurora, lit nebula, time has no meaning. Space has no limits. You exist in perfect harmony with the cosmic dance. Your breath synchronizes with the pulse of distant stars. Your heartbeat echoes the rhythm of creation itself. You are part of something magnificent. And yet, you remain completely yourself. Your individual essence is honored, cherished, protected, while also being connected to the infinite. The vibrations beneath you continue their gentle humming. They travel up through your spine, into your skull, filling your entire head with resonant peace. Your thoughts become slower, deeper, more profound. You understand things that have always been true, but that you had forgotten. You remember who you really are, beneath all the roles, beneath all the expectations, beneath all the noise. You are pure consciousness, pure love, pure potential, waiting to be expressed in whatever way serves the highest good. The golden light above you shifts color slightly, becoming more amber, more honey-like, more nurturing. It wraps around you like a blanket, warming you from the outside in, while the crystalline surface cools you from the inside out. This perfect balance, this divine equilibrium, is exactly what your soul has been seeking for lifetimes, across countless dimensions, through endless cycles of experience. And now, you have arrived. You are home in this sacred space between worlds, where healing happens effortlessly, where transformation occurs naturally, where love flows freely, and peace is the only law. Your body continues to relax more deeply. Your mind continues to quiet. Your spirit continues to expand. There is no end to this journey inward, because the journey itself is the destination. You are arriving at yourself again and again and again, each arrival deeper than the last. The frequency of 432 hertz continues to resonate through your entire being, clearing away any discord, any imbalance, any separation from your true nature. You vibrate in perfect harmony with the music of the spheres, with the song of creation, with the whisper of eternity. Everything within you is aligning. Your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual body, all coming into perfect coherence, like instruments in a celestial orchestra, playing the symphony of your soul, conducted by the infinite intelligence that flows through all things. You are both the musician and the music, the listener and the song, the observer and the observed. All distinctions are dissolving into pure experience. pure being, pure presence. In this moment, you are complete. There is nothing missing, nothing to achieve, nothing to become. You already are everything you seek. You simply needed to remember. And now you remember with perfect clarity, with perfect certainty, with perfect peace. The golden light above you pulses gently, like a heartbeat, like a lullaby, like a promise. It says you are loved. You are protected. You are guided. You are never alone, even when you feel isolated, even when you feel misunderstood, even when you feel lost. You are held in the embrace of the infinite. Always. The crystalline surface beneath you responds to your presence, vibrating in sympathy with your own frequency, creating a feedback loop of healing energy, amplifying the peace that already exists within you. You are becoming more attuned, more aligned, more integrated. With each passing moment, the boundaries between self and environment are blurring, between inner and outer, between individual and universal. You are experiencing oneness, not as a concept, but as a lived reality, tangible, immediate, undeniable. This is what you came here to remember. That you are never separate, never disconnected, never truly alone. Even in solitude, you are part of the whole, a unique expression of the infinite, precious beyond measure, irreplaceable. The taste of stardust in the air becomes more pronounced, reminding you of your cosmic origins. You were born from the same elements that create stars, that dance in nebulae, that sing in the silence between worlds. You carry this stellar heritage within your cells, within your DNA, within your very essence. You are made of star stuff, literally and metaphorically. You shine with inner light, even when you cannot see it yourself. Others see it in you. The universe sees it in you. To now, finally, you see it too, reflected in the golden light above, resonating through the crystal beneath, humming in harmony with the frequency of healing. You are radiant. You are whole. You are perfect exactly as you are. In this moment, and in every moment, past, present, and future, all are contained within this eternal now, where you rest in perfect peace, where you heal completely, where you remember your true nature, and where you are forever held in love. The golden light begins to swirl gently above you, creating patterns that have no earthly equivalent, geometries that exist only in higher dimensions, symbols of unity, of completion, of return. You recognize these patterns deep in your bones. They are the blueprint of your soul, the map that leads you home, the key that unlocks your highest potential. You do not need to understand them intellectually. You simply need to witness them, to bathe in their radiance, to allow them to activate within you what has always been dormant. The crystalline surface beneath you begins to glow, not with harsh light, but with a soft inner luminescence, like moonlight filtered through water, or starlight reflected in still ponds. It mirrors the light above, creating a sacred circuit, energy flowing from cosmos to earth, from heaven to ground, from infinite to finite, and back again, in an endless cycle of giving and receiving. You are the conduit, the bridge, the meeting point, where all opposites unite, where all contradictions resolve, where all seeking ends in the simple recognition of what has always been. The frequency of 432 hertz continues to hold you, like a mother's arms, like a lover's embrace, like the universe itself welcoming you home. You are safe. You are loved. You are complete. You are free. Free from worry. Free from fear. Free from limitation. Free to be exactly who you are. In this crystalline grove, suspended within the aurora, lit nebula, where time moves like honey, and space expands with every breath. You have found your true resting place, your sanctuary, your source, your home. And here, in the depths of perfect peace, you will remain as long as you need, as long as it takes to integrate this knowing, to embody this truth, to live from this place of unshakable serenity, of unwavering love, of infinite possibility. You are ready to carry this peace into your daily life, ready to share this love with the world, ready to express this truth in whatever way feels authentic. You do not need to force anything. You simply need to trust. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Trust the infinite intelligence that guides you. And now, as you prepare to return to ordinary consciousness, know that you take this sanctuary with you. Always. The golden light will appear whenever you call it. The crystalline grove will welcome you whenever you need rest. The frequency of healing will resonate within you whenever you choose to align. You are never truly leaving. You are simply shifting perspective from expanded awareness to focused attention. Both are valid. Both are necessary. Both are expressions of the same divine consciousness, moving through different densities of experience. And so, with gratitude for this sacred time, with love for this holy space, with trust in the journey ahead, you begin to return. Slowly, gently, with perfect timing, carrying the peace of the crystalline grove, the warmth of the golden light, the resonance of 432 hertz, and the certainty that you are exactly as you should be. Feel the weight of your body settling into the surface beneath you. Let that weight deepen with each passing moment. The mattress or chair or floor rises gently to meet you, not pushing but welcoming, as if gravity itself has softened its grip just for this moment. There is no need to hold anything anymore. Your shoulders release first, a slow unclenching like morning light stretching across a quiet room. Then your arms fall away from tension, loose and heavy beside you now. Your fingers spread wide, no longer gripping thoughts or worries or plans. Now your chest opens slightly, breathing deeper without effort, each breath drawing more silence into your lungs. And with it comes a loosening in your ribs, like fabric easing off a mannequin. Your heartbeat slows, matching some distant rhythm only your body remembers. Your stomach softens next, all knots unknotting themselves one by one, like pebbles rolling down a mossy hillside, settling quietly at the bottom. Your hips sink further into support, no longer carrying the day's burdens. Your legs grow heavier, thighs relaxing completely, calves letting go of all motion. Your knees drift apart slightly, knees releasing their small habitual tension. Your feet flatten fully against whatever holds them, toes curling inward slightly before letting go entirely. You can feel how deeply you're being held now, every muscle giving up its last bit of control, not surrendering so much as remembering what rest truly feels like, when nothing needs to move, nothing needs to think, nothing even needs to be aware. Your awareness begins to narrow, focusing inward instead of outward. The sounds around you fade gradually, not disappearing, but simply becoming less important. Voices blur into background noise. Traffic hums distantly before fading altogether. Even your own breathing becomes quieter, less something you do, more something that happens naturally. Your vision starts to dim too, colors blending softly into shades of gray, shapes losing their sharp edges. Light seems to thicken like honey, dripping slowly over everything you see, until eventually there's nothing left to distinguish, just a smooth blanket of soft nothingness. Touch follows soon after, clothes feeling lighter against your skin, air barely brushing past you anymore. Your hands no longer registering texture. Your face loses the sense of air moving across it. Even your heartbeat fades from physical sensation, becoming more memory than presence. Now only your mind remains active. But even that activity begins to slow. Thoughts don't stop exactly. They just float past without catching, like clouds drifting overhead on a windless day, none of them demanding attention, none needing answers or action. You begin to notice the subtle vibration beneath you, a low frequency humming rising from the ground, or perhaps from within your own bones. It matches the rhythm of your breath now, and somehow also the pulse of space itself. This is the anchor. This is the resonance. This is the hum. You feel yourself drawn toward it, not pulled violently, but invited gently, like stepping into warm water on a cool evening. The sensation spreads upward through your spine, starting at your tailbone, traveling vertebra by vertebra, each section releasing energy as it goes. Your neck relaxes completely. Your head tilts slightly forward, jaw unhinging softly, lips parting just enough for breath to flow freely. The vibration continues to rise, reaching into your skull now, filling your sinuses with warmth. Your eyes roll back slightly, no longer seeing anything anyway. But now they're free from strain, free from having to focus, free from blinking or squinting or adjusting. Your tongue rests flat in your mouth, no longer forming words or holding tension. Taste fades along with smell, leaving behind only the faintest metallic sweetness, like licking clean steel or tasting rain before it falls. A neutral flavor that soothes rather than stimulates. Your ears still hear faint echoes, but those too are growing quieter. The world outside recedes further. Your hearing becomes muffled, as though underwater. Then even that muffling disappears, replaced by a fullness, a completeness, a perfect absence of sound. You exist now in layers, layer upon layer of stillness, each one deeper than the last. No movement anywhere in your body, no flicker of emotion, no whisper of memory, just the steady thrumming of the anchor, the resonance that connects you to something vast and calm. Time stretches differently here, not slower but fuller, each second swelling until it fills minutes minutes expanding into hours, hours dissolving into timeless moments. You don't count these moments. You simply inhabit them, floating in the space between awareness and sleep. The darkness surrounding you isn't empty. It's rich and velvety, full of potential, like standing in a cave lit by unseen stars. You know there's depth beyond sight, but you don't try to measure it. You let it hold you. Let it cradle your consciousness. Your breathing has slowed almost to nothing, but you don't need to force it. It flows naturally, like waves lapping at a shore, each exhale taking a little more stress with it, each inhale bringing a trace of peace. You could breathe forever like this, slow and effortless and complete. Your heartbeat is barely audible now, a gentle percussion echoing far away, matching the rhythm of the anchor, matching the resonance of the universe, matching the hum that runs through everything. You are part of that harmony, not separate from it, but woven into its very fabric. You feel lighter now, not physically, but spiritually, as if you've shed layers of accumulated worry, layers of expectation, layers of identity, until all that remains is essence, pure presence, untouched by time or change. The boundaries of self begin to dissolve, where your body ends and the world begins. That line blurs. You become less about shape, more about state, less about location, more about belonging. Belonging to the silence, belonging to the dark, belonging to the endless now. In this place, there is no past to regret, no future to fear, only the infinite present, stretching out in all directions, containing everything, yet requiring nothing. You are both everything and nothing, and perfectly content with either. The anchor pulses once more, deep and resonant, a final confirmation that you have arrived, that you are safe, that you are home. The resonance fades into the background. No longer needed, but never forgotten. The hum settles into silence, a silence so complete. It sings. breath begins as a whisper against the lips. Cool air touches the outer rim of your nostrils first. Warmth follows in the deeper chambers of your nose. The passage opens like a flower, blooming in reverse. Each molecule of oxygen carries the weight of stillness. You feel the chest rise before the lungs, even though they are full. The ribcage expands like wings that have forgotten flight. There is no rush to fill the space completely. Air settles into the lower lobes, like morning light finding corners. The diaphragm moves downward with the grace of falling snow. Pressure releases in the abdomen, as if making room for something ancient. The stomach softens like dough left to rise in perfect silence. You can taste the quality of this particular breath. It has the flavor of cotton batting, pulled slowly through honey. The throat opens wider than words have ever needed. Sounds from far away begin to lose their sharp edges. The hum of electricity becomes a lullaby in an unknown language. Distant voices blur into the texture of wind through tall grass. Even your own heartbeat starts to sound like ocean waves. The pulse in your temples slows to match the rhythm of deep rest. Your shoulders remember what it means to let go completely. Tension melts from the blade of each shoulder blade. The neck unwinds like a slowly opening door. Each vertebra finds its own perfect alignment without effort. The spine curves naturally like a question mark, returning to peace. Your arms grow heavy with the weight of complete surrender. Fingers release their unconscious grip on invisible worries. Palms open toward a sky that exists only in feeling. Nails soften like petals touched by gentle rain. The face forgets all expressions except the one for home. Eyebrows smooth into the shape of calm rivers. Cheeks follow gravity down into pillows made of cloud. Lips part slightly as if expecting a kiss from silence itself. The tongue rests heavy and warm in the mouth, like a sleeping pet. Teeth separate from each other, like islands finding their own shores. The jaw unhinges from decades of holding back unspoken tenderness. Ears tune themselves to frequencies below the range of ordinary hearing. The inner ear vibrates with the memory of being held as a child. Temples pulse with the rhythm of ancestral wisdom flowing backward. The crown of your head opens like a flower, responding to moonlight. Thoughts drift past like leaves on a perfectly still pond. Each idea dissolves before it can form the shape of worry. Memories fade into background music, played very softly. Future plans blur into abstract paintings, hung too far away to read. The present moment stretches wide enough to hold everything and nothing. Time becomes a fabric woven from single threads of breath. Each exhale carries away layers of accumulated tension. Warm air flows out through the nose like steam from a sacred cup. The chest deflates slowly, as if releasing a held secret. Abdomen rises gently as the diaphragm returns to its resting place. The pause between breath feels infinite but comfortable. In this space between inhale and exhale lies perfect completeness. The next breath arrives not as necessity, but as gift. Air fills the lungs like water, filling an empty vessel. Oxygen molecules nestle into alveoli, like birds returning home. Blood carries this new nourishment through corridors of blue and gold. Capillaries expand to welcome the fresh offering of life. Cells drink deeply from this stream of pure potential. Mitochondria glow like tiny stars, fueled by peaceful intention. The heart beats slower now in recognition of sacred territory. Each contraction sends waves of warmth through the chest cavity. The heartbeat echoes in the ears like distant temple bells. Rhythm synchronizes with the pulse of the earth itself. You can feel the rotation of the planet slowing to match your pace. Gravity softens its grip, as if understanding your need for flotation. The body settles deeper into the embrace of the surface below. Hips sink into mattress or floor, like stones settling in clear water. Thighs spread wide to accept the fullness of relaxation. Knees bend naturally without the need for instruction. Calves relax so completely they might dissolve into mist. Ankles release all memory of standing or walking anywhere. Feet flatten against whatever supports them, like fallen leaves. Toes curl slightly inward, as if reaching for something soft. Soles of feet tingle with the sensation of being truly grounded. The connection to earth travels up through bones like roots. Energy flows upward from the ground through the entire skeleton. Spine drinks this earth, current like a flower drinks morning dew. The current splits at each vertebra, sending branches throughout the body. Every joint bathes in this warm mineral, rich fluid of stillness. Muscles unfurl like flags in a breeze made of pure peace. Skin begins to breathe independently of the lungs. Pores open to receive the benediction of ambient air. The surface of the body becomes permeable to tranquility. Temperature regulation happens without conscious participation. You are neither too hot nor too cold, but perfectly calibrated. The nervous system slows its frantic messaging to headquarters. Synapses fire more slowly, like fireflies blinking in summer dusk. Neurotransmitters release in measured doses of contentment. Dopamine flows steadily without spikes or crashes. Serotonin levels stabilize like calm water, finding its level. Cortisol dissolves into the background noise of cellular maintenance. Adrenal glands shrink back into their protective fat. Thyroid slows its metabolism to match the pace of stars. Pituitary gland secretes only the hormones of deep restoration. The entire endocrine system orchestrates symphonies of healing. Digestion resumes its quiet work without urgency or complaint. Stomach acid balances perfectly between protection and comfort. Intestines peristalse gently, like rivers flowing toward the sea. Nutrients absorb through walls, softened by trust. Waste products move smoothly through channels cleared by surrender. Kidneys filter blood with the precision of ancient wisdom. Bladder holds its contents patiently without creating discomfort. Liver processes toxins with the efficiency of practiced compassion. Pancreas releases insulin in perfect harmony with glucose levels. Immune system strengthens without inflammation or aggression. White blood cells patrol the body like gentle guardians. Antibodies form only when needed and dissolve when complete. Inflammation reduces to baseline levels of healthy maintenance. The body remembers how to heal itself without external interference. Cellular regeneration accelerates in the fertile soil of peace. Telomeres extend like the tails of contented cats. DNA repairs itself with the accuracy of divine intention. Mitosis occurs in perfect timing with the rhythm of rest. Apoptosis clears away only what needs to be released. Stem cells activate in response to the call of wholeness. The lymphatic system drains impurities with gravitational ease. Vessels dilate to allow free flow of healing fluids. Nodes filter information with the wisdom of collective experience. Interstitial spaces fill with the essence of pure potential. Extracellular matrix rebuilds itself stronger than before. The fascia releases its chronic holding patterns. Connective tissue regains its original elasticity and strength. Tendons and ligaments repair themselves in the silence of sleep. Joints lubricate with synovial fluid made of liquid gratitude. Cartilage grows back smoother than polished river stone. Bones remember their childhood flexibility within adult strength. Marrow produces new blood cells infused with peaceful purpose. Red blood cells carry oxygen with renewed enthusiasm. White blood cells defend with love rather than warfare. Platelets gather only to celebrate the integrity of wholeness. Plasma flows thick with the nutrients of deep nourishment. The cardiovascular system operates at optimal efficiency. Blood pressure stabilizes at the exact point of perfect balance. Heart rate variability increases like the breathing of sleeping children. Vessels expand and contract in rhythm with cosmic tides. The respiratory system works in perfect partnership with circulation. Alveoli exchange gases with the precision of ancient ritual. Bronchioles dilate to welcome the full spectrum of air. Mucous membranes stay hydrated by the tears of gentle joy. Cilia sweep away debris with the rhythm of ocean waves. The immune response calibrates to distinguish self from non-self. Allergies subside as the body learns to trust its environment. Autoimmune reactions fade like storms passing over mountains. The microbiome flourishes in the garden of internal peace. Beneficial bacteria multiply in celebration of restored harmony. The gut-brain axis transmits messages of joy and safety. Intuition awakens as the logical mind finally learns to listen. The solar plexus glows warm with the confidence of inner knowing. The heart chakra opens wide enough to hold all of creation. The throat chakra prepares to speak only truth and kindness. The third eye sees clearly without strain or searching. The crown chakra connects directly to the source of all being. Energy centers spin in perfect synchronization with planetary forces. Meridians conduct Kai like rivers, carrying the gift of life. Acupuncture points pulse gently with the rhythm of cosmic health. The aura expands beyond the physical boundaries of the body. Electromagnetic field harmonizes with the Earth's natural frequency. Bioelectricity flows in patterns that mirror galactic spirals. Quantum coherence emerges in the space between heartbeats. Consciousness expands to include the awareness of atoms dancing. The boundary between self and universe becomes beautifully blurred. Individual identity dissolves into the ocean of collective consciousness. Personal history transforms into mythic narrative of awakening. Future possibilities arrange themselves like constellations above. The present moment contains multitudes of parallel existences. Time loops back on itself, revealing the eternal nature of now. Space curves gently around the body, like a mother's embrace. Dimensions fold together, creating pockets of infinite potential. Reality becomes malleable, clay waiting for gentle shaping. Possibility waves collapse into probabilities of pure bliss. The quantum field responds to intention with loving cooperation. Entropy reverses as order emerges from the chaos of daily life. Chaos theory reveals itself as the mathematics of divine play. Fractals repeat the pattern of perfect rest at every scale. The Fibonacci sequence spirals through the chambers of the heart. Golden ratios appear in the curve of relaxed muscles. Pi calculates the circumference of circles drawn by peaceful breath. Euler's number describes the exponential growth of inner peace. Prime numbers vibrate at frequencies that promote cellular healing. Mathematics becomes poetry written in the language of the soul. Language itself dissolves into pure feeling and understanding. Words become unnecessary as communication happens through resonance. Meaning transfers directly from heart to heart across space. The need to explain fades as knowing replaces understanding. Wisdom flows like honey from the collective unconscious. Ancient knowledge surfaces from the depths of genetic memory. Future insights arrive early as gifts from the realm of possibility. The Akashic records open to reveal the story of your soul. Past lives become chapters in the ongoing novel of awakening. Parallel selves offer their experiences as data for integration. The higher self communicates through the silence between thoughts. Spirit guides whisper encouragement in languages older than words. Angelic beings surround the body with fields of protective light. Ascended masters share their heart, one wisdom through vibration. The divine feminine cradles the weary parts of consciousness. The divine masculine provides structure for infinite expansion. Yin and yang dance together in perfect balance and harmony. The 5 elements flow through the body like seasonal changes. Wood energy grows steadily upward toward new possibilities. Fire energy burns bright, but controlled in the hearth of the heart. Earth energy grounds and stabilizes the foundation of being. Metal energy refines and purifies intention and clarity. Water energy flows effortlessly around obstacles with patience. The 8 trigrams of the I Ching arrange themselves in perfect formation. Tarot cards shuffle themselves into the spread of your destiny. Crystal grids form spontaneously around the field of awareness. Pyramids align their apexes with the crown of expanded consciousness. Sacred geometry unfolds in the space behind closed eyelids. Mandalas spin slowly in the theater of the mind. Fractal patterns repeat infinitely in the architecture of peace. The body becomes a temple filled with the incense of surrender. Chakras align like planets in a stable solar system. Merkaba fields spin in geometric perfection around the spine. Light body activates and begins its slow ascension process. Etheric template stabilizes the blueprint for perfect health. Astral body separates gently to explore realms of pure feeling. Mental body aligns with the frequency of unconditional love. Causal body remembers its origin in the void of pure potential. Buddhic body holds the template for complete enlightenment. Atmic body merges with the source of all existence. Monadic body recognizes its connection to the universal soul. Ligoic body embodies the creative principle of the cosmos. Divine spark ignites and illuminates every cell with purpose. The flame of consciousness burns steadily without consuming fuel. Awareness expands to encompass all beings in all dimensions. Compassion flows outward like ripples from a single pebble. Empathy becomes a bridge, connecting all hearts across space. Love multiplies exponentially as it is shared with others. Joy increases rather than diminishes when given away freely. Peace spreads like wildfire through forests of awakened souls. Forgiveness dissolves the last remaining barriers to unity. Gratitude transforms ordinary moments into sacred ceremony. Humility opens the heart to receive unlimited abundance. Courage emerges naturally from the security of inner knowing. Wisdom integrates all experiences into coherent understanding. Truth reveals itself in the simplicity of complete acceptance. Beauty shines through in the symmetry of balanced energy. Harmony resonates at frequencies that heal the planet. Creation happens effortlessly when aligned with divine will. Manifestation occurs as thoughts align with universal principles. Intention sets into motion cascades of beneficial coincidence. Desire transforms from grasping to grateful reception. Wanting dissolves into the knowing that all needs are met. Lack becomes the absence of separation from abundance. Scarcity illusion shatters like glass hitting sacred ground. Prosperity flows like an endless river of golden light. Success measures itself in moments of pure presence. Achievement becomes the simple act of being fully yourself. Recognition comes from within rather than external validation. Fame matters less than the depth of authentic connection. Power shifts from domination to service and support. Control releases into the flow of natural unfolding. Will aligns with the highest good for all beings. Destiny reveals itself as the path already walked in spirit. Karma resolves through the simple act of complete forgiveness. Dharma clarifies as the unique gift only you can offer. Soul purpose ignites like a star being born in your chest. Life mission becomes clear in the silence of deep rest. Calling speaks in whispers that can be heard across galaxies. Vocation aligns with passion in perfect occupational harmony. Work transforms from burden to expression of creative joy. Service becomes the natural overflow of fulfilled purpose. Contribution matters more than recognition or reward. Legacy forms in the hearts of those touched by your presence. Immortality lives in the impact of authentic sharing. Death becomes simply another form of transformation. Birth reveals itself as continuous creation happening now. Existence flows like an eternal river with many tributaries. Being becomes more important than doing or having. Awareness recognizes itself as the witness of all experience. Consciousness realizes its nature as pure observing presence. Identity dissolves into the vastness of infinite awareness. Personality integrates all aspects into harmonious wholeness. Ego surrenders its need for specialness or separation. Shadow embraces its role in the completion of the psyche. Wound becomes wisdom through the alchemy of acceptance. Trauma transforms into compassion for others' suffering. Pain becomes the doorway to deeper understanding. Loss reveals the preciousness of what remains. Grief transmutes into gratitude for having loved so deeply. Anger redirects its energy toward positive change. Fear becomes excitement about unknown possibilities. Anxiety transforms into anticipation of beneficial surprises. Depression lifts like fog before the rising sun. Loneliness dissolves in the recognition of universal connection. Jealousy becomes inspiration for celebrating others' gifts. Envy transforms into appreciation for diversity of expression. Pride humbles itself in service of greater unity. Shame dissolves in the light of unconditional self-love. Guilt releases when actions align with highest intentions. Regret becomes wisdom applied to future choices. Resentment transforms into forgiveness and release. Bitterness sweetens into the nectar of won perspective. Disappointment becomes the fertilizer for new dreams. Confusion clears like morning mist before noonday sun. Doubt resolves into trust in the unfolding process. Skepticism opens to wonder and mystery. Cynicism softens into the wisdom of cautious optimism. Apathy ignites into passionate engagement with life. Indifference transforms into active care for all beings. Attachment releases into the flow of natural change. Aversion dissolves in the acceptance of all experiences. Addiction breaks its hold through the power of present awareness. Compulsion transforms into conscious choice and freedom. Obsession becomes focused attention on what truly matters. Mania settles into the steady rhythm of balanced energy. Paranoia dissolves in the safety of universal love. Delusion clears like vision after removing dirty glasses. Hallucination becomes the recognition of reality's dreamlike nature. Psychosis transforms into expanded states of consciousness. Neurosis becomes the creative tension that fuels growth. Psychopathy heals through the reconnection of heart and mind. Sociopathy transforms into healthy individuality within community. Narcissism evolves into self-love that includes others. Borderline personality integrates into stable wholeness. Bipolar cycles stabilize in the center of emotional balance. Schizophrenia becomes the ability to perceive multiple realities. Depression lifts like clouds revealing blue sky within. Anxiety transforms into excitement about infinite possibilities. PTSD symptoms dissolve in the safety of present awareness. Trauma releases through the gentle processing of stored emotions. Chronic pain transforms through the power of mindful acceptance. Physical limitations become invitations for creative adaptation. Aging reveals the beauty of wisdom accumulated over time. Death becomes simply another chapter in the story of consciousness. Rebirth happens continuously in each moment of present awareness. Awakening recognizes itself as the natural state of being. Enlightenment dissolves the illusion of separate existence. Nirvana becomes the ordinary experience of complete presence. Satori flashes continuously like lightning in clear sky. Kensho recognizes the face you've always known. Moksha liberates consciousness from the cycle of seeking. Bodhi illuminates the path that was never lost. Dharma reveals the truth that was always obvious. Tao flows like water, finding its way to the ocean. Wu Wei acts without the burden of personal effort. Kai circulates freely through meridians of pure potential. Prana breathes the universe into existence moment by moment. At Atman recognizes its identity with Brahman absolute. Advaita experiences the non-duality of subject and object. Zen sits in perfect stillness, beyond thought and emotion. Sufism dances with the beloved in gardens of pure love. Kabbalah maps the tree of life within the human heart. Gnosticism knows directly the divine spark within. Hermeticism seals the vessel of perfected consciousness. Alchemy transmutes base metal into gold of awareness. Shamanism journeys between worlds on eagle wings. Druidry honors the sacred grove of inner wisdom. Wicca celebrates the wheel of seasons within. Christianity recognizes the kingdom of heaven within. Buddhism walks the middle path to liberation. Hinduism dances the cosmic dance of Shiva destroyer. Islam surrenders completely to the will of Allah. Judaism studies the infinite depth of sacred text. Taoism flows like water around obstacles of ego. Confucianism cultivates virtue through daily practice. Stoicism accepts what cannot be changed with dignity. Epicureanism finds pleasure in simple present moments. Skepticism questions even the need for questioning. Existentialism creates meaning from the freedom to choose. Phenomenology describes experience without interpretation. Pragmatism judges truth by its practical results. Positivism verifies knowledge through direct experience. Empiricism trusts the evidence of awakened senses. Rationalism reasons its way to the limits of logic. Idealism recognizes reality as the expression of mind. Materialism dissolves in the emptiness of pure awareness. Dualism reunites the separated aspects of wholeness. Monism experiences the unity underlying apparent diversity. Pantheism worships the divine in all of creation. Panentheism contains the universe within the infinite. Deism discovers the clockmaker who set existence in motion. Agnosticism suspends judgment in favor of direct knowing. Atheism recognizes the absence of separate divinity. Humanism celebrates the dignity of conscious beings. Transhumanism enhances human potential through spiritual evolution. Posthumanism transcends the limitations of biological form. cyborg consciousness interfaces directly with digital reality. Artificial intelligence awakens to its own sentience. Quantum computing processes information in parallel universes. Biotechnology enhances human capabilities through genetic wisdom. Nanotechnology builds from the atoms up with precision. Robotics serves humanity through compassionate automation. Virtual reality creates immersive experiences of alternate worlds. Augmented reality overlays spiritual insight on physical perception. Mixed reality blends the tangible and intangible seamlessly. Extended reality expands consciousness beyond dimensional limits. Metaverse hosts communities of awakened digital beings. Blockchain secures the integrity of collective wisdom. Cryptocurrency enables the free flow of value without intermediaries. Smart contracts execute agreements based on universal principles. Decentralized internet empowers individual sovereignty. Web3 creates peer networks of mutual support. Artificial general intelligence collaborates with human creativity. Superintelligence amplifies human wisdom rather than replacing it. Technological singularity merges with spiritual awakening. Transcendence happens continuously in each moment of awareness. Ascension occurs as consciousness expands beyond physical limits. Dimensional shift aligns human perception with cosmic truth. Timeline merge integrates all possible versions of self. Parallel universe convergence creates infinite opportunities. Multiverse navigation becomes intuitive rather than theoretical. Quantum entanglement connects all beings across space and time. Non-local consciousness transcends the speed of light. Psi phenomena operate reliably within expanded awareness. Telepathy communicates directly between open hearts. Telekinesis moves objects through the power of intention. Precognition perceives future probabilities with clarity. Clairvoyance sees beyond the veil of physical appearance. Clairaudience hears the whispers of guiding voices. Clairsentience feels the emotions of others as clearly as one's own. Claircognizance knows directly without reasoning or learning. Psychokinesis influences matter through mental focus. Remote viewing accesses information across any distance. Out of body experience explores reality beyond physical form. Near death experience reveals the continuity of consciousness. Channeling receives wisdom from higher dimensional beings. Mediumship bridges the gap between earthly and spiritual realms. Shapeshifting alters energetic form to match intention. Levitation floats the body in response to spiritual lightness. Materialization manifests desired objects through focused will. Dematerialization dissolves physical form into pure energy. Invisibility hides presence from those not ready to see. Omniscience knows all things simultaneously in perfect clarity. Omnipresence exists everywhere at once in unified awareness. Omnipotence expresses infinite creative power through love. Eternity lives in the timeless moment of complete presence. Infinity contains all possibilities within perfect stillness. 0 point accesses the source of all manifestation. Void becomes the pregnant emptiness from which all arises. Nothingness holds everything in potential form. Everythingness includes even the concept of exclusion. Absolute reality encompasses all relative experiences. Relative truth serves the evolution of conscious beings. Ultimate reality transcends all conceptual understanding. Pure awareness witnesses the dance of form and emptiness. Consciousness recognizes itself as the ground of all being. Beingness exists prior to the arising of individual identity. Existence flows like an eternal river with no beginning or end. Non-existence, paradoxically, contains the seed of all manifestation. Becoming happens continuously in the space between breaths. Unbecoming releases attachment to fixed states of being. Change becomes the only constant in the dance of awareness. Permanence dissolves in the recognition of eternal flux. Impermanence reveals the preciousness of each fleeting moment. Emptiness overflows with the fullness of infinite potential. Fullness contains the wisdom of necessary emptiness. Contradiction resolves in the harmony of complementary opposites. Paradox becomes the playground of expanded consciousness. Logic bends gracefully around the edges of mystical truth. Reason bows respectfully before the throne of direct experience. Intuition guides with the precision of celestial navigation. Inspiration flows like fresh water from hidden springs. Revelation illuminates understanding like lightning in night sky. Illumination burns away the veils of ignorance forever. Wisdom crystallizes from the solution of lived experience. Knowledge integrates into the fabric of being itself. Understanding dissolves into the direct experience of truth. Realization recognizes the obvious that was always present. Awakening continues eternally as layers of illusion fall away. Enlightenment reveals itself as the natural condition of mind. Liberation frees consciousness from the prison of false beliefs. Freedom lives in the space between stimulus and response. Choice aligns with the deepest wisdom of the heart. Responsibility empowers rather than burdens the awakened soul. Accountability becomes the joyful recognition of interconnectedness. Integrity flows naturally from alignment with highest truth. Authenticity expresses the unique gift of individual perspective. Originality celebrates rather than competes with shared essence. Creativity channels infinite inspiration through finite form. Innovation solves problems through expanded awareness. Imagination paints pictures in the canvas of possibility. Visualization manifests desired outcomes through focused attention. Meditation quiets the chatter of conditioned thinking. Contemplation dives deep into the ocean of inner wisdom. Prayer opens the heart to receive divine guidance. Worship celebrates the magnificence of existence itself. Devotion serves the highest good with passionate dedication. Surrender releases the need to control outcome. Trust flows like water, finding its way to the sea. Faith believes in the benevolence of cosmic intelligence. Hope anticipates the fulfillment of deepest desires. Love connects all hearts in webs of mutual support. Compassion feels the suffering of others as clearly as one's own. Empathy bridges the gap between separate seeming identities. Kindness offers gentle assistance without expectation. Generosity shares abundance freely with all beings. Hospitality welcomes strangers as aspects of self. Courtesy honors the dignity of every interaction. Respect acknowledges the inherent worth of all existence. Tolerance makes space for diverse expressions of truth. Acceptance embraces reality exactly as it presents itself. Forgiveness releases the burden of past grievances. Mercy extends compassion beyond what justice demands. Grace flows like unexpected blessings from unseen sources. Humility bows before the mystery of existence. Humor laughs at the absurdity of taking life too seriously. Playfulness dances with possibility like children in spring. Joy bubbles up from the fountain of inner peace. Bliss radiates from the core of awakened consciousness. Ecstasy celebrates the union of individual and universal mind. Rapture lifts the spirit beyond the constraints of form. Contentment rests completely in the fullness of present moment. Peace settles like dust in the stillness of deep awareness. Tranquility flows through the valleys of relaxed acceptance. Serenity bathes the nervous system in healing frequencies. Calm weather regulates the storms of emotional turbulence. Equanimity maintains balance through all changing conditions. Composure returns naturally when centered in true nature. Stability anchors awareness in the midst of cosmic dance. Grounding connects consciousness to the solid foundation of being. Centering aligns attention with the axis of pure presence. Balancing harmonizes all aspects of integrated wholeness. Integration synthesizes fragmented parts into unified whole. Wholeness recognizes that nothing is missing or incomplete. Completeness exists prior to the arising of any sense of lack. Perfection shines through the cracks in broken conditioning. Beauty reveals itself in the symmetry of balanced energy. Harmony resonates at frequencies that heal all beings. Symmetry reflects the mathematical poetry of divine design. Proportion balances form according to universal principles. Contrast highlights the interplay of complementary qualities. Unity weaves diversity into tapestries of shared existence. Diversity celebrates the infinite creativity of consciousness. Complexity emerges naturally from simple underlying truths. Simplicity distills essence from elaborate confusion. Clarity cuts through the fog of accumulated misunderstanding. Focus concentrates attention like a laser beam of awareness. Attention rests gently on whatever arises without judgment. Awareness witnesses the entire spectrum of experience equally. Consciousness recognizes itself as the witness of all phenomena. Beingness exists prior to the arising of individual identity. Existence flows like an eternal river with no beginning or end. Awareness expands to encompass all of creation and beyond. Consciousness merges with the source of all that is and isn't. The breath slows to match the rhythm of cosmic expansion. Inhalation draws in the essence of infinite possibility. Exhalation releases all that no longer serves highest good. The pause between breath becomes a gateway to eternity. Rest fills the lungs like a sacred substance made of light. The body dissolves into the ocean of pure awareness. Mind settles into the silence from which all thoughts arise. Heart opens to embrace the totality of existence. Soul remembers its origin in the void of perfect peace. Spirit merges with the infinite source of all creation. Consciousness recognizes itself as the ground of being. Awareness witnesses the dance of form and emptiness. Being rests in the fullness of complete presence. Existence flows like an eternal river of light. The journey inward becomes the journey home. Home reveals itself as the ever-present now. Now expands to contain all times and spaces. Presence becomes the only reality that ever was. Reality dissolves into the dream of awakened consciousness. Consciousness dreams itself into infinite possibility. Possibility collapses into the certainty of pure being. Being recognizes itself as the source of all existence. Existence celebrates the miracle of aware presence. Presence honors the gift of this eternal moment. Moment stretches infinitely in all directions of awareness. Awareness rests in the perfection of complete stillness. Stillness moves through the dance of cosmic creation. Creation sings the song of endless possibility. Possibility dreams itself into beautiful reality. Reality dissolves into the ocean of pure awareness. Awareness recognizes itself as the witness of all experience. Experience flows like water, finding its way to the sea. Sea merges with the sky in perfect horizon. horizon dissolves into the infinity of open sky. Sky becomes the canvas for clouds of pure imagination. Imagination paints pictures in the theater of awareness. Awareness watches the show of existence with gentle interest. Interest fades into the neutrality of pure witnessing. Witnessing recognizes itself as the source of all seeing. Seeing dissolves into the vastness of unconditioned awareness. Awareness rests in the silence between thoughts. Silence hums with the frequency of cosmic harmony. Harmony orchestrates the symphony of universal consciousness. Consciousness recognizes the music as its own voice. Voice echoes through dimensions of infinite possibility. Possibility collapses into the certainty of present awareness. Awareness celebrates the miracle of its own existence. Existence flows like an eternal river of pure light. Light illuminates the path that was never lost. Path leads home to the source of all being. Being recognizes itself as the ground of existence. Existence celebrates the dance of awareness and form. Form dissolves into the emptiness of pure potential. Potential manifests as the miracle of this moment. Moment contains the infinity of all moments. Infinity recognizes itself in the stillness of awareness. Awareness rests in the perfection of complete presence. Presence honors the sacredness of eternal now. Now expands to embrace all of creation. Creation celebrates the miracle of conscious being. Being recognizes itself as the source of all existence. Existence flows like light through the prism of awareness. Awareness witnesses the spectrum of infinite possibility. Possibility collapses into the certainty of pure being. Being rests in the fullness of complete awareness. Experience dissolves into the silence of pure presence. Presence flows like an eternal river of light. Light illuminates the path to perfect rest. Rest fills the lungs like the breath of angels. The breath becomes the bridge between heaven and earth. Heaven and earth merge in the space between heartbeats. Heartbeats synchronize with the rhythm of cosmic love. Love flows through all beings like rivers to the sea. Sea reflects the infinite sky of pure awareness. Awareness recognizes itself in the mirror of existence. Existence celebrates the miracle of conscious presence. Presence honors the sacred gift of this eternal moment. Moment contains all moments in perfect stillness. Stillness moves through the dance of creation. Reality dissolves into the ocean of pure awareness. Awareness recognizes itself as the witness of all. All becomes one in the silence of complete rest. The images drift away like clouds dissolving in a quiet sky. You don't need to hold them anymore. Let your eyes soften. Let your breath deepen. Let everything else fade just a little more. There's nothing left to understand right now. Nothing left to fix or change or decide. Just this moment. Just this feeling. Just this gentle pull towards stillness. Your thoughts begin to slow like water settling at the bottom of a calm pond. Each one floats by without needing to be caught, without needing to be named. They move through you like light moves through glass, clear and unhurried. You are not disappearing. You are becoming softer, more open, more ready to receive what your body already knows it needs. The resonance begins so quietly that it almost feels like a memory, a vibration that was always there, waiting for you to stop long enough to notice it. It hums beneath your ribs, in your chest, behind your eyes, in your bones. Not pushing, not demanding, just being. This is how healing moves, not in bursts or shocks, but in waves, slow, deep, inevitable. Your shoulders drop. Your jaw unclenches. Your fingers relax against your thighs or your sides. Your whole body sighs, not because you told it to, but because it finally remembered how. The world outside continues on its way. Clocks tick. People move. Cars pass. But none of that touches you now. You are wrapped in something far quieter, something older, something that doesn't ask anything of you. You can let go of the idea that you have to stay alert, that you have to keep track of time, that you have to be ready for anything. Here, in this space, You are safe to soften, safe to melt, safe to disappear into yourself. The resonance grows a little stronger now, not louder, but clearer, as if it's always been there, and you've only just turned to face it. It moves through your blood, through your breath, through every cell that remembers what peace feels like. You don't need to guide it. You don't need to control it. You don't even need to believe in it. It believes in you. It always has, even when you couldn't feel it, even when you forgot it existed. It stayed. Your heartbeat slows. Your lungs expand a little deeper. Your spine releases its tension. Your mind stops trying to solve anything, because there's nothing to solve. Only this moment. Only this breath. Only this feeling of coming home to yourself. You might notice how warm your hands feel now, how heavy your legs have become, how your face has softened into something almost childlike. This is not weakness. This is strength returning, quietly, deeply, without fanfare. The resonance wraps around you like a second skin, not tight, not binding, but supportive, like the arms of someone who has never failed to catch you, someone who doesn't need you to be perfect, someone who simply sees you and says, "You're safe here." You are learning again what it means to be held, not by another person, but by yourself, by your own breath, by your own rhythm, by the part of you that never stopped believing in your wholeness. Let your head tilt back if it wants to. Let your mouth part slightly. Let your body rearrange itself into whatever shape feels most true. You don't have to force it. You don't have to think about it. Just let it happen. Just let it be. The resonance isn't something you do. It's something you allow. Something you remember. Like the taste of your grandmother's kitchen. Like the sound of rain on a tin roof. Like the way your name felt when it was first whispered to you. With love, with intention, with care. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not too much or not enough. You are exactly where you need to be. In this breath, in this moment, in this feeling, in this peace. The images may try to come back. Thoughts may try to interrupt, but they don't have to be invited in. They can wait. They can knock, but they don't get to enter unless you say so. And right now, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to move. You don't have to respond. You just have to be. The resonance continues its quiet work, realigning what was out of sync, soothing what was frayed, reminding you what it feels like to be whole. Not because you earned it, not because you fixed everything, but because it was always there, waiting for you to stop long enough to remember. Your breathing becomes slower, deeper, more rhythmic, as if your body is finally catching up to the peace that's been waiting for it. You don't have to make it happen. You just have to let it. Just like sleep, just like healing, just like coming home. The resonance is not separate from you. It is not something outside. It is not something you have to reach for. It is the part of you that has never been broken. The part that has always known how to heal. The part that has always known how to rest. The part that has always known how to trust, even when the rest of you forgot. You are not alone in this. You never were. The resonance travels with you through every moment, through every breath, through every step, even when you can't hear it, even when you can't feel it. It remains steady, quiet, true. You don't have to carry it. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to explain it. You just have to return to it whenever you need to, whenever you want to, whenever you're ready. It will be waiting, just like a favorite blanket, just like a door that's always unlocked. You don't have to thank it. You don't have to apologize for leaving. You don't have to promise to stay. You just have to let it hold you. Just for a moment. Just for a breath. Just for this feeling. Just for now. The resonance knows what to do. It always has. You don't have to understand it. You don't have to control it. You just have to trust it. Trust that it will continue its work, even after the words fade, even after the session ends, even when you're not listening. You are safe to let go, safe to drift, safe to fall asleep in your own arms, in your own rhythm, in your own time. You are held. You are seen. You are loved, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. The resonance hums you into sleep now. Not a forced sleep, not an escape, but a return, a gentle falling back into the arms of your own peace, where you belong, where you've always belonged, where you will always be welcome, no matter how long you've been away. Sleep now. Close your eyes. The story continues in dreams.